Perspectives. I have always wanted to see manatees in the wild. One of the coolest things I've ever done was when I went out to Monty Roberts' farm in California in 2000. An uncle of a dear friend of mine took me out to see the hundreds of elephant seals on the California coast. While we were there, I even got to see a baby be born. I was just amazed at the sight of those creatures and how many there were on the same beach. We also went to see the monarch butterfly colonies before they headed to Mexico. What an amazing sight! Manatees, I thought, were approximately the same size as elephant seals, but as I found out today, that is not the case. Manatees are bigger than some vehicles, humongously long creatures. So, with great excitement on my part, we went to a place called Crystal River that people talk about all the time. We rented clear bottom kayaks and went out for a 2 hour paddle around the bay, but no manatees were sighted. Half of our party was incredibly disappointed and grumbled the entire trip. Isabel and I in our kayak had a grand time. She and I have a very similar paddling ribbon. I had to laugh when I think of all our native Canadian ancestors that used canoes and dugouts to navigate the St. Lawrence River and all of its sisters. We would have done them proud. We paddled steadily for 2 hours and saw an amazing array of very expensive houses, a few birds, a couple of turtles, and lots of other kayaks and tour boats. The man at the dock that helped us unload told us about a state park 15 minutes from Crystal River that does a lot of rehabbing of different animals. We got to see several manatees there, as well as a Florida panther, a hippopotamus, many different birds, including bald eagles, a black bear, a bobcat, and a whole bunch of other creatures. I was very pleased that everybody seemed very well taken care of. Now back to perspective. Everything that I had heard about Crystal River was positive. People said it was incredibly beautiful, and it is. Lots of good reviews, and it was something different than just hanging out at the beach all day. I set my sights that it was going to be a grand adventure. Our fishing trip unfortunately got postponed when our favorite fishing guide's boat engine broke down the day before. Thankfully, we did get to go out with him on Tuesday and caught a whole bunch of fish, but we were supposed to go out again on Thursday. The other part of our party's perspective of Crystal River was going to be terrible. It was far from where we were staying. It was not what they wanted to do because they wanted to go fishing. It was expensive, and we didn't see hardly any creatures. And why did we have to drive so far just to see manatees? Both sets got what they expected, although I was disappointed in not seeing manatees at first, but realized that they are wild creatures who come and go as they please. I still had fun paddling with my daughter. It was a beautiful day. We managed not to tip the kayak over, and I didn't get sunburned. For those of you that laugh about me wearing long pants and long sleeves every day, I was wearing my usual attire. Life is all about perspective. If you go in anticipating that it's going to be great, you will probably get what you expect. If you go in knowing that you will not have any fun, then you will probably get that too. Choose your happiness. Much of life is not great, but you can find greatness in every situation if you look. Often it's not until you look back through time to understand why. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. Isaiah 55, verse 12 of the NIV.